Hello, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, we have 360, soon to be 360 cop stories, and look them up. They're my babies. 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, depending on content. Vice, narcotics, gangs, gross stuff, police dogs, bodies exploding, dogs eating poor old granny's face off because she's dead. I mean, this is good stuff. There's gross alerts on there. I don't mean great stuff that's wow. It just is very interesting. Hope you enjoy them all. Attached to that is over 180 questions and answers. Want to ask me a question, email me at, I'll get this straight, rsbcopstories@gmail.com, and I'll answer your question directly to you, and then I'll put it on tape like we're doing now. Okay, now what happened here is I have so many stories that I forget some. Okay, and we're trying to keep this in a nice, orderly fashion, but you know, it's not working. I mean, I'll sit there and watch TV, and all of a sudden, oh, I got one. I run out of the room and I write it down, and then I tell you guys, here's 2 or 3 of these coming up. Okay, here's another one. This is pretty funny because watch old town versus big time city police work. Work in narcotics surveillance. And surveillance means that, and work majors, which means we follow large distributors of narcotics, cocaine, marijuana. Those days, marijuana was kind of a big deal, but then not really. It just depends on how much the load was. You know, you weren't going to arrest people with a pound of marijuana, but if we had hundreds of pounds, we would do it, even though they would get a lot of jail time, but just to kind of hone our skills, keep us busy, and again, be kind of custodial. You shouldn't have that amount of narcotics, even though it's marijuana, driving all over town. And I'll tell you what happened here. We got a call. I didn't get a call. My partner. There's 6 of us working in surveillance, 7 of us, and we follow people. We get a call from an informant that this gentleman is picking up a U-Haul truck that somebody's going to deliver, and the U-Haul truck, medium size, is going to be filled with from the top to the bottom with 1,000 pounds of marijuana. Okay, it's in bales, not bundles. It's in bales where they have it professionally pressed somewhere. Or I've done this before, where you couldn't even get your knife through it. It's the bale's like this, you know, this wide by this high and about that thick. Okay, we call it bales because it resembles a bale of hay, not quite as high, that's thick, and it's compressed in Mexico, obviously, in industrial presses because it's so packed that you'd have to get a hammer and a screwdriver and knock a corner off to use it for a drug test because it's so compact. Anyway, we found that out later on. Other case, not this one, but we were told 1,000 pounds of pot. Okay, so fine. So my boss talked to the captain. What do you think? Well, we probably should not. If we know it's going to be there, we probably should try to seize it. And you know, because it isn't like cocaine where they get 20 years to life. Even in this would be in the late 80s. They would still give us some time to marijuana distributors. Most of the time, not that much, unless they had convictions for other drugs or had a gun involved. They're pretty lenient. I give them like maybe 2 or 3 years. Serve a couple, get probation. You know, it's just marijuana. That was our philosophy. So they decided the powers to be that we should probably go ahead and intercept it. Okay, so the U-Haul shows up. Guys get out, get another car. Another team takes the car away to see where it's coming from, and 2 guys get in this U-Haul and they take off. Okay, so that car that they're following, we wanted to see if there was any more pot before we take down the truck. Because once we take down the truck, calls are going to be made to wherever it came from. So the other team followed that car to see where they were going to go, and they ultimately went to a storage facility. And we're on the freeway, Highway 10, going outbound. Okay, so we're doing surveillance, and you know, we're going out about, this truck's don't go that fast, 60 maybe. We're heading out of town, or heading out. We're waiting for the results of the other seizure. We have an informant, so they already had a search warrant prepared, so they're serving the search warrant on the storage facility as we're driving. So nothing goes fast in law enforcement, even when everything's pre-planned. You know, we got everything down to Nat's butt. Okay, everything's planned. Nothing worked that way. So now we're driving out. We're waiting. Boss is waiting, and a lot of us didn't have phones in. I think we only had 2 phones. It was for the boss and the assistant. Nobody had cells in. You know, it was just the old-fashioned phones, the big Panasonics with a big base. Pull it off, plug it in. Anyway, so we're heading out of town. Now we're in, you know, up to 15. You know, Victorville, Barstow, okay, waiting for the word. He's calling headquarters. Nothing yet. Okay, because we don't want to stop the truck, because if it's empty, then we wasted the investigation, wasted all this manpower, and we want results. We want product. We want the marijuana. If they call back and say there's nothing, then we just drop them, and we'll do it another day. You know, this isn't like we're trying to chase the Kennedy assassination or anything like that. This is just dope. Okay, now we're heading towards Vegas. And we're all going, hey, yeah, Vegas, all right, you know. No notice yet. Well, we get through Vegas, and the guy pulls into North Vegas to fill up. We're all scattered everywhere. You know, we're getting gas too, a couple guys getting gas, a couple guys are watching the car because they'll do it in teams so the guy doesn't get away. Not everybody can get gas. So the boss tells, okay, the guys with the biggest gas tanks, which I had the biggest one and so did the assistant, we stand by and watch the truck. Everybody else scramble and get gas. So everybody's filling, you can see guys over there, hurry up, filling the gas up. And this is before you had a lot of debit cards. So you had to run in and pay the money, come running out. We're watching everybody. And luckily the guy took a while. He went inside. I think he went to the restroom. So we're up. Okay, so my boss and I, assistant boss and I, we run to our cars and get gas. And we don't know where we're going to go. Okay, so about that time, the call comes in. They got like 500, 600 pounds in the warehouse, in the storage facility. Take them down. Okay, so we're going to take him down there, but as soon as the word came out, the truck's backing up and he's out getting on the freeway. Where's he heading? Towards Mesquite. Okay, so we're oh my gosh. So the boss tells the assistant, call somebody. Call Highway Patrol. Call Arizona. I mean, we're getting up towards. You remember here, been to Mesquite? You come up there and there's a corner of Arizona that cuts in there. You got Nevada. Then you have Arizona for 20 miles because it's a corner of the state. Then you plop into, and then you go into Utah, right? Is that, yeah. So that's beyond Mesquite, right? That's beyond Mesquite. Yeah. So anyway, so he's calling everybody. Okay. So he's on. So they're both on the phones. These guys. When I became a top step, and I'm on surveillance trying to call agencies to make a stop, it's very difficult because you're trying to listen to the surveillance. You got to draw back. You got to keep an eye on your guys. There's a lot of moving parts here. So the rest of us, the five of us, took over while the two bosses are trying to call somebody. They're calling it the Nevada Highway Patrol, anybody. Well, the assistant got through to Mesquite Dispatch. Mesquite, Nevada, I don't know, population, 10,000, I have no idea. It wasn't very big. And said, we need help, we got this and that. And well, no problem, we'll come. Hang on, I'll link you to the chief. This is what my boss told me later. So he says, so all of a sudden here, click, 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 click. Yeah, this is Chief so-and-so. And this is about midnight, okay? Yeah, we're coming. Well, we're coming up. We got to try. We wonder if you mind stopping it. Oh yeah. Oh, where are you at? We're just coming out of Vegas. Oh yeah, no problem. You're approximately 42 miles away. Driving time 30. He had it down to a science, man. How many minutes? How many miles? Because it does this probably drives every day back and forth. They know what they're doing out there. Oh, no problem. We'll be there. We'll be at this exit. When you see this exit, then when you come on by, let us know how the phone. Okay, fine. He's all excited. This is the chief of police of Mesquite, Nevada. Probably had. Well, I found out he had like 45 officers, including everybody, 50 maybe. Not bad for a small town. Of course, it's a gambling town too, obviously. It's got casinos and everything in there. Anyway, so he gets in the air. Okay, we're going to have, this is the exit we're going to come up on. Who's left the lead car and who's leading up there? Okay, it's fine. So we're setting up our procedure because we're still following. Now that there's less cars, a lot of us have to back down, way down, not to be seen. So just, because it's very little car, a couple of cars here, the main truck's there. So one car can sit way back, watch the truck. Kind of easy to watch because the truck. And then the rest of us are back pretty much. If we can't see the truck, we're in good shape because he can't see us. So we're all 4 or 5 of us are back there, waiting for our turn to go up while the other guy will back down so we can rotate. Okay, so I don't remember what exit it was. Main one there. And the guy gets. Our boss says, "We're passing the exit now. Stand by for the uniforms." Okay, so we're like looking around here. Here they come, man. It looked like. I don't want to sound down. It looked like it was either a police parade or a police funeral. There must have been a dozen police cars, okay? 2 guys to a car, so that's 24 guys pretty much, okay? That's probably their whole watch or the whole thing. And so here they come, like da-da-da-da-da, all these cars, with one little truck out there driving down their freeway. Well, there's the Mesquite Police Department. Oh my God, we're backing off. Oh my gosh, and they cover the freeway. It's like 2 cars in front, and then you see 2, and then one on the shoulder, 3. I mean, they're all like, and we're on our radio going, if that guy floors, they're going to just shoot that thing up. They're going to shoot him out there. They don't care. This is Mesquite, Nevada, whatever. They pulls over. There were a couple of mules. There were a couple of non-English speaking Latinos that were hired to drive his truck from point A to point B. They do that. They'll hire somebody to say, go to this truck. The keys will be someplace around it. There's a piece of paper in the truck. Drive it to there. Get out. Walk away. And then call us when you're done and we'll pay you and whatever. Okay, so that's what they do. They're mules. So they're not involved, but it's just, okay, fine. So we're way back now, and as they're pulling it over, we're in the shoulder. And we don't have to be really hidden because we're so far away from LA, and he's not going to, believe me, you turn around, you see 12 police cars with all their floodlights on you. You're the suspect out of that truck. You ain't going to see anybody behind you. All you see is cops and red lights and guns. And they had a couple of dogs, he's like, We're watching all this. It's pretty fun to watch, even though we're in law enforcement. Whoa, So the last car comes up. Big old monster car, all kinds of antennas on top. So you wonder who that is. Gets out, bigger than mine. big belly, shirt open the collar. Looked like Buford Pusser, whatever his name was, for Jackie Gleason on the old Bandit, Rocky. What is it?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit. Looked like that, only bigger. Okay, and you can know he's the boss because he starts walking up and everybody's looking at him, and they're as he's walking, you can see people run up to him, and when there's strides, they're talking to him, and as he's walking up, and they're kind of following him. He's the boss. So then I could see up there, and then two of us parked, and we walked up, and I'm looking, and they're yelling at him, open the thing. Well, they didn't speak English for one thing, and Mesquite didn't have too many Spanish speakers, so they had to call the last guy in line of the Mesquite police, had to go all the way up, because they're calling for a Spanish speaker. He goes, I'm watching poor guys, probably the only Mexican on the police department, all the way in the front. Now he's talking to them, and they're shaking their heads. He turns around and goes, so open up the trunks, man. Two cars open the trunk. I'm not used to this. In our police cars, we have a print kit, a shotgun in front. That's about it. These guys open the trunks up because in the middle of nowhere. Open the trunks up, and on the inside lid of the trucks are like 30-06 rifle, a couple of shotguns, bandoliers of ammo. Because remember, they're out in the middle of nowhere here. They're used to being self-sustaining. They can't get backup for probably half an hour. So if they get in a shootout, they're it. So one guy pulls out a set of bolt cutters. One guy pulls out a little acetylene tank. They're gonna cut the son of a bitch open, man. We're like, whoa! They walk up, and I guess they couldn't. I found later on, we all stood around and talked about this afterwards. They said that we couldn't cut it with a bolt cutter. Sometimes the locks are too big. They would just got their little acetylene torch out and just cut it with a acetylene torch. A couple of tanks are good to go. So they had all ready to go. One guy even has goggles on his uniform. He's got he puts on an apron, got his goggles, because he's gonna do the cutting. And they walk up and they snap the thing open up, and all you can see from the top to bottom was marijuana. And they're all, hey, fighting each other. They're all excited. Well, yeah, because I'm not bragging, but in a big city we see it a lot. The smaller cities, they don't see it a lot. Okay, so they were all excited. Everybody's yelling and screaming, and the couple of lieutenant and two sergeants come walking back. We're parked back, and this is great. Look at that, yeah, And then they're looking. We're all looking at each other, and then my boss says, "What's your procedures on this?" He says, "Well, the chief wanted me to come back and talk to you guys." I'm going, uh-oh. I'm thinking, what's that going to be? He goes, "The chief was wondering if he could have this case, if he could have it." And my boss looks. He playing poker. Well, we don't want to work all night in Mesquite, Nevada. We're from California, for crying out loud. Okay. I did this later when I worked at Top Step. He goes, I said, okay, we don't mind. If you guys don't mind doing it, we love it. Now they're all excited. Just give us your names and everything else, and we'll take the whole thing. And one guy said, well, I don't think we even need their names. They're already discussing what they're going to do. Well, we got a call from an agency, and we made a traffic stop, and they're already trying to justify without having us involved in this. That's fine. I don't care. We're like the wind. We just kind of blew away in the wind. So they took our names. They're going to use us as a source of information, but it's not. I guess in that state, you don't need much to make a stop, except maybe just I think somebody's in there or something's in there. I don't know. I have no idea what Nevada law is, but anyway, they're all excited, and we just basically made a U-turn, went back to the Mesquite, and had a nice dinner or breakfast, like midnight, and Chief was all happy and wrote a nice accommodation for the whole unit back to LA, and off they went. You can see them all. They brought the other truck comes up, and they're all packing up, and we're making U-turns on the freeway going across the place. That thing you're not supposed to go across, and we're going across, and they're all out there and still high-fiving each other, and they've never seen that much marijuana in their life. Okay, we laughed about it all the time. Okay, well, let's get a bunch of rooms. So we got a bunch of rooms, just spent the night, slept in late, had some breakfast, and came back. That was it. Interesting caper, but fun to watch those guys. Very enthusiastic, very excitable, which is good. They should be. You should be that age or young guys. We're such old salts, but it was neat to watch those guys. And the chief was all excited, so that was good. It was good for everybody. So hope you enjoyed that. See you later. Bye-bye.